Success is not an accident. It's not the result of luck or mere chance. It's a deliberate journey, a path carved by understanding your purpose, sharpening your vision, and aligning with the principles that govern true achievement. Most people desire success, but few know how to unlock the doors that lead to it. In this video, you're about to discover 10 life-changing principles that will not just inspire you, but equip you to transform your life. If you're tired of being stuck, if you're ready to rise to the level of success you were born for, stay with me until the end. These truths will shift your perspective, ignite your potential, and give you the roadmap you need to live the life you've been destined to lead. Let's dive in. Key 1 is discover your purpose. Success starts with knowing why you exist. Without purpose, life is nothing but aimless motion, constant movement without direction. Purpose is the foundation of all greatness, the very reason for which you were created. It's essential to understand that purpose is not something you choose, it is something you discover. It has already been placed inside you by the Creator. You were designed with a specific intent, a specific calling. And until you identify that purpose, true success will remain out of reach. The purpose gives meaning to your existence. When you know why you were born, every decision you make and every action you take aligns with that central reason. It eliminates confusion and frustration. So many people drift through life, living for survival, living for temporary pleasures, living for the next paycheck, but without a clear understanding of their divine purpose. They are like ships without a compass, moving but lost. And success becomes a distant dream. The most critical step to success is not achieving goals or acquiring wealth. It is first understanding why you are here. Purpose determines everything about you. It defines your values, shapes your character, and directs your vision. When you know your purpose, you have a filter through which to make decisions, reject distractions, and focus on what truly matters. It gives you a sense of conviction that drives you forward, even when circumstances seem to contradict your vision. Every one of us was born with a purpose. Your talents, your personality, and even your experiences, whether good or bad, are all tools for fulfilling your purpose. You are not here by accident. God did not place you on this earth just to exist. He placed you here to solve a specific problem, to make a unique impact that no one else can make. Your purpose is your assignment, and success comes when you fulfill it. Many people look for purpose in the wrong places. They think it is found in material things, in the opinions of others, or in achieving society's definition of success. But true purpose can only be discovered by looking within, by connecting with the one who created you. When you seek God for clarity, He begins to reveal the very reason for your existence. That revelation will change how you see yourself and how you see the world. Once you know why you're here, you will stop competing with others and start completing the work you were assigned to do. Your purpose is also what sustains you through challenges. Success is not a smooth road. There will be obstacles, setbacks, and disappointments. But when you are driven by purpose, those challenges do not derail you. Instead, they become stepping stones that push you closer to your destiny. A person who knows their purpose is unstoppable because they are not working for themselves, they are working for something greater than themselves. To achieve true success, you must stop searching for shortcuts and start searching for your purpose. It is the key to unlocking everything you are meant to become. Purpose is the reason you wake up every morning with energy, passion, and a sense of direction. It is the anchor that holds you steady when the storms of life hit, and it is the fuel that powers you to success beyond anything you ever imagined. Second key is develop a clear vision. You cannot hit a target you cannot see. Vision is the ability to see beyond where you are. It's the mental picture of the future that God has placed in your heart. Without vision, life lacks direction, and without direction, you will wander aimlessly, hoping for success but never truly attaining it. Vision is what gives your life focus and clarity. It pulls you toward your future, making your journey intentional rather than accidental. A person without vision lives by default, reacting to circumstances as they come, but a person with vision lives by design. Vision allows you to define the future you want to create, and once you see it clearly, you can begin to move towards it. Vision is not about what you see with your eyes, it's about what you see with your spirit. It's the internal image of your destiny. It's what makes you wake up every day with purpose, even when things around you don't reflect where you're going yet. God designed vision to be the guiding force in your life. It dictates the choices you make and the paths you follow. Vision creates boundaries around your life. It helps you say yes to the right opportunities and no to distractions. Many people fail to achieve success because they lack a clear vision. They are pulled in every direction, trying to do everything, but end up accomplishing very little. But when you have a vision, you move with precision. You don't just work hard, you work smart, because every action is aligned with the future you are creating. Vision is not just about personal ambition, it's about understanding the role you play in a larger plan. It's about seeing the bigger picture of your life and your purpose in God's kingdom. The most successful people are those who have a vision that is bigger than themselves. They understand that their life is meant to contribute to something greater, something eternal. And that kind of vision brings fulfillment, not just achievement. The power of vision is that it turns dreams into reality. Once you can see where you're going, you begin to shape your life around that vision. You start making decisions that align with it. Your relationships, your time, your resources, they all begin to support the vision you've been given. Vision also creates passion. When you know what you're working toward, you don't need external motivation. The vision itself drives you. It gives you a reason to keep going, even when things are tough. Vision requires clarity. You cannot have a vague or fuzzy picture of the future and expect to be successful. A blurred vision leads to a blurred life. That's why it's crucial to spend time refining your vision, to know exactly what God has called you to do, and to trust the process of it unfolding. You don't have to see the entire path, but you must see the destination. As long as you can see the finish line, you will find the strength to keep moving forward, even when obstacles arise. God often gives us vision in pieces, revealing the next step as we walk in faith. But the key is to keep that vision at the forefront of your mind. Don't let distractions or doubts cloud what you've seen in your spirit. Protect your vision, nurture it, and let it be the compass that guides your life. Key 3 is focus on your potential, not your limitations. God has placed unique abilities within you. Each one of us carries within our very being a reservoir of untapped potential. Potential is what you can do that you haven't done yet, what you can become that you haven't become yet. But far too often, people focus on what they cannot do, on their weaknesses, their inadequacies, and their failures. They spend their lives magnifying their limitations, and as a result, they shrink their potential. Success does not come by obsessing over what you lack, it comes by discovering and maximizing what you've already been given. God never calls you to do something without equipping you for it. Everything you need to fulfill your purpose is already inside you, but it remains dormant until you believe in it, nurture it, and act on it. Potential is like a seed packed with everything necessary for growth, but it requires the right environment, the right mindset, and the right effort to bring it to life. The enemy of your potential is the belief that you are limited. When you focus on your limitations, you become bound by fear, insecurity, and doubt, paralyzing your ability to move forward. You must understand that your limitations are not a barrier to your success. They are a reminder that you are human, and humans are dependent on God. Your limitations are not the end of your story. They are the beginning of God's work in your life. Instead of being defined by what you cannot do, be empowered by what you can do through His strength. The Bible is full of examples of people who overcame their limitations by focusing on their God-given potential. David was just a shepherd boy, but he saw himself as a king in the making. Moses had a speech problem, but God used him to lead an entire nation to freedom. Your potential is greater than your perceived limitations when you place it in God's hands. To reach your potential, you have to shift your focus. Stop comparing yourself to others or to the standards of the world. Success is not determined by how much you have in comparison to others. It's determined by how much of your potential you fulfill. You are not in competition with anyone except yourself. Your goal is not to be better than someone else, but to be better than who you were yesterday. The only limit to your potential is the one you place on yourself by thinking small and living small. Maximizing your potential means embracing who you are, not who you are not. God has uniquely designed you for a specific purpose, and within that design is everything you need to succeed. When you focus on your strengths, your talents, your passions, your abilities, you begin to see the incredible power of what you are capable of. Your weaknesses become irrelevant because your strengths combined with God's grace are more than enough to fulfill your destiny. It's time to stop making excuses for why you can't achieve success and start looking at the greatness within you. Your potential is waiting to be unleashed. Let go of your doubts, stop focusing on your limitations, and begin to believe that God has already placed within you everything you need to become all that He has destined you to be. When you focus on your potential, you open the door to a life of success that exceeds anything you ever thought possible. Fourth key is embrace discipline and consistency. Consistency in action turns small efforts into great achievements. Many people desire success, but few are willing to embrace the discipline and consistency that success requires. Discipline is the backbone of achievement. It is the ability to do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. Success is not built on moments of inspiration, but on daily, disciplined actions that lead you closer to your goals. Without discipline, your goals remain dreams and your potential remains untapped. Consistency is the bridge that connects discipline to success. It's not enough to act once in a while or only when it's convenient. Consistency means showing up every day, putting in the work even when results seem far away. The truth is, small, consistent efforts compound over time. They might seem insignificant in the moment, but when added together, they create a momentum that leads to great achievements. Many people fail because they give up too soon. They expect instant results, and when they don't see them, they lose motivation. But success is a marathon, not a sprint. It requires the discipline to keep moving forward, step by step, until you reach the finish line. Discipline also keeps you focused on your long-term goals. In a world full of distractions, it's easy to get sidetracked, to lose sight of where you're headed. But discipline acts as a compass, constantly reminding you of your destination. It helps you say no to distractions and yes to what truly matters. Success is not about doing everything, it's about doing the right things consistently. Discipline trains your mind and body to follow a pattern of behavior that leads to the fulfillment of your purpose. Many people want success but are unwilling to pay the price of discipline. They want shortcuts, quick fixes, and overnight results. But true success requires sacrifice. It means giving up comfort today for the rewards of tomorrow. Discipline may not be easy, but it is essential. Without it, you become a slave to your emotions and circumstances, allowing them to dictate your actions. But when you are disciplined, you take control of your life. You no longer react to the whims of the moment, but act with purpose and intention. Consistency is the partner of discipline. It's the daily commitment to excellence, the refusal to settle for mediocrity. It's easy to be disciplined for a day or a week, but true success requires long-term commitment. Consistency separates those who wish for success from those who achieve it. It builds habits that sustain you through challenges, setbacks, and delays. When you are consistent, your actions become automatic and success becomes inevitable. God has designed life to reward those who are diligent and consistent. The Bible teaches us that those who are faithful in small things will be entrusted with greater things. Your consistency in the small daily actions is what qualifies you for greater success. It may not seem like much in the moment, but each small effort is a seed planted for a future harvest. Keep showing up. Keep doing the work. Over time, those small, consistent efforts will add up to something extraordinary. Key 5 is cultivate a spirit of excellence. Excellence attracts success. Excellence is not a skill, it is an attitude, a way of thinking, and a way of living. It's about doing everything to the best of your ability, knowing that God has called you to greatness, not mediocrity. When you cultivate a spirit of excellence, you set yourself apart from the average. Mediocrity is easy. It's the path of least resistance, the choice to do just enough to get by. But excellence demands more. It demands your best in everything, no matter how small or insignificant the task may seem. Excellence starts with the mindset that nothing you do is without meaning. Every action, every decision, every effort reflects the standard you hold for yourself. And when you operate with excellence, you send a message to the world and to God that you are serious about the calling on your life. Excellence is not about perfection, it's about the constant pursuit of improvement, about raising your standards and refusing to settle for anything less than what you are capable of. God has not called you to be ordinary, He has called you to stand out. And excellence is what makes you stand out. It's the difference between those who succeed and those who merely get by. Excellence opens doors that mediocrity will never see. It attracts opportunities, favor, and the right people into your life because it speaks of your character and commitment. When you are excellent in what you do, people notice, and more importantly, God notices. Scripture reminds us that those who are faithful with little will be given much. Excellence in the small things prepares you for greatness in the big things. A spirit of excellence also demands accountability. It requires you to hold yourself to a higher standard, even when no one is watching. It's easy to cut corners, to give less when no one will notice. But excellence demands integrity. It calls you to give your best, even when the reward is not immediate or obvious. Excellence is not about seeking recognition or approval from others. It's about honoring the gifts and opportunities God has placed in your hands. Excellence also requires consistency. It's not something you do occasionally or when it's convenient. It's a lifestyle, a daily commitment to giving your best in every situation. Whether it's in your work, your relationships, your spiritual life, or your personal development, excellence should be the standard you live by. It's about pushing past your limits, refusing to be complacent, and constantly striving to become better. Excellence is not a destination, but a journey of continuous growth and refinement. Mediocrity is the enemy of greatness. It lulls you into a false sense of satisfaction, making you believe that good enough is acceptable. But God never created you for good enough. He created you to reflect His glory, and His glory is seen in excellence. When you operate in excellence, you reflect His nature. You show the world what it means to live with purpose and intention, and in doing so, you glorify Him. Excellence isn't just about what you achieve, it's about who you become in the process. It shapes your character, molds your attitude, and positions you for the success that God has already prepared for you. When you cultivate a spirit of excellence, you align yourself with the greatness that God has destined for you. You elevate your thinking, your actions, and your life to a level that attracts the blessings and success you are meant to receive. Next key is value time as your most precious resource. Time is a currency that cannot be regained. Of all the resources God has given you, time is the most valuable because once it is spent, it's gone forever. You can lose money and make it back. You can lose opportunities and create new ones. But time, once it's gone, is irretrievable. The successful understand this truth deeply and they guard their time fiercely. They realize that time is life and how you spend your time determines the course of your life. Time is the one thing that God has given to every person equally. Whether you are rich or poor, young or old, everyone has 24 hours in a day. What separates those who achieve great things from those who don't is how they manage this precious resource. Success is not just about hard work, it's about using time wisely. Wise time management is the key to maximizing your potential, fulfilling your purpose, and reaching your goals. Many people waste time on things that don't matter, distractions, trivial pursuits, and activities that add no value to their lives. They think they have time to spare. But the truth is, time is constantly slipping away. Every moment you spend on something that doesn't move you toward your purpose is a moment you will never get back. You must become intentional about how you use your time. Success requires focus, and focus requires the discipline to say no to anything that doesn't align with your goals. God has entrusted you with a certain amount of time on this earth, and He expects you to steward it wisely. Time management is not just about scheduling tasks or creating to-do lists. It's about prioritizing what matters most. It's about knowing that your time should be invested, not merely spent. Every hour of your day is an opportunity to build towards something greater. Whether it's developing your skills, deepening your relationship with God, or pursuing your goals, each moment has purpose. The key is to make every second count. Successful people understand the concept of time as seed. Every minute they invest wisely is like planting a seed that will grow into a harvest of success. They know that the future is created by how they spend their time today. That's why they guard their time from anything that would steal it, whether it's procrastination, unnecessary distractions, or people who drain their energy without adding value. Success requires a clear focus on what you're trying to achieve, and time is the vehicle that gets you there. The Bible teaches us to redeem the time because the days are evil, Ephesians 5:16. This means that you must be intentional about how you use your time. The enemy knows the value of time, which is why he works so hard to distract you and waste your time on things that don't matter. But when you understand that time is your most precious resource, you won't allow anyone or anything to rob you of it. Valuing your time also means being aware of the seasons of your life. God has ordained specific seasons for growth, for preparation, and for harvest. If you waste time in one season, you delay your success in the next. There's a time to learn, a time to build, and a time to reap the rewards. Success comes to those who understand these seasons and use their time accordingly. You cannot afford to waste your preparation season if you want to be ready for your season of success. Time is the currency of success. It is the seed from which all your achievements will grow. How you use it determines the kind of future you will have. If you value your time, you value your life. If you manage your time wisely, you will find yourself walking in the success that God has destined for you. Key 7 is build healthy relationships. Success is never achieved in isolation. One of the greatest myths is the belief that you can achieve your destiny on your own. The truth is, your success is connected to the people you surround yourself with. Relationships are a vital part of life, and the right relationships will propel you toward your destiny. God has designed us to be relational beings, and we are meant to accomplish great things in partnership with others. No one climbs the ladder of success alone. We all need people to encourage us, challenge us, and push us forward. The people in your life can either help you grow or hinder your progress. That is why building healthy relationships is essential to success. These relationships are more than just friendships or social connections. They are strategic alliances with those who share your values, who believe in your vision, and who are committed to helping you succeed. Healthy relationships are built on mutual respect, trust, and a shared sense of purpose. They are a source of strength and encouragement, especially during times of difficulty. Many people fail to recognize the impact that unhealthy relationships can have on their success. Toxic relationships drain your energy, steal your focus, and keep you from moving forward. The wrong people in your life can distract you, discourage you, and lead you away from your purpose. That is why it's important to be intentional about the relationships you build. You must evaluate the people around you and ask yourself whether they are helping you become the person God has called you to be. Are they pushing you toward greatness, or are they holding you back? God uses people to accomplish His purposes. Throughout the Bible, we see how relationships played a crucial role in the fulfillment of God's plans. Moses needed Aaron, David needed Jonathan, and Paul needed Timothy. Even Jesus surrounded Himself with disciples to help carry out His mission. The right people in your life can open doors of opportunity, provide you with wisdom and guidance, and give you the support you need to stay the course. But you must be willing to cultivate and invest in these relationships. Healthy relationships require effort and intentionality. They don't happen by accident. You must be willing to invest your time, energy, and attention into nurturing the right connections. Building these relationships means offering value to others, not just taking from them. It's about being a source of encouragement, support, and wisdom to those around you. When you contribute to the growth and success of others, you create a network of people who are invested in your success as well. It's important to remember that success is not just about what you achieve, it's about who you impact along the way. God's design for your life is not just for you to reach your goals, but to bring others with you. That is why building healthy, meaningful relationships is so critical. When you succeed, it's not just your victory, it's a victory for those who have stood by you, prayed for you, and helped you along the journey. True success is about collaboration, not competition. The right relationships will help you grow not only in your career or calling, but also in your character. They will challenge you to become a better version of yourself, and they will provide you with the accountability you need to stay on track. Healthy relationships are those that reflect God's love, wisdom, and purpose. They bring out the best in you and help you walk in the fullness of your potential. Your destiny is too great to be pursued alone. God has placed people in your life for a reason, and it is through these relationships that He will often bring you closer to your purpose. Be intentional about building healthy relationships, and you will find that success is not something you have to chase. It will come naturally as you walk in partnership with others who are aligned with your destiny. Next key is learn from failures. Failures are lessons disguised as setbacks. Every failure contains the seeds of future success. One of the greatest truths you must embrace on the path to success is that failure is not final. Too many people allow failure to define them, to discourage them, and to derail their progress. But if you understand failure through the lens of purpose, you will see that failure is not the end, it's often the beginning of something greater. In fact, failure is a necessary ingredient in the recipe for success. It's in the moments of failure that we learn, grow, and refine ourselves. God often allows failure to redirect us, to refine our character, and to teach us valuable lessons we could not learn any other way. The world may view failure as defeat, but from God's perspective, it is a tool He uses to shape us into who we are meant to be. Each failure brings with it an opportunity for reflection, growth, and preparation for the next step in your journey. Success is not just about avoiding failure, it's about learning how to turn failure into fuel for your future. When you experience failure, it's easy to feel discouraged and frustrated. But that is the moment when you must shift your perspective. Instead of asking, "Why did I fail?" ask, "What can I learn from this?" Failure is feedback. It's not a reflection of your worth, but of the areas where you need to improve, refine, or redirect your efforts. The key is to approach failure with humility and openness. The greatest leaders and innovators in history are those who learn to embrace failure as part of the process, knowing that each setback was a stepping stone toward their ultimate success. One of the most profound lessons failure teaches is resilience. Failure tests your resolve, your determination, and your ability to keep going even when the odds seem against you. It is in the face of failure that you develop the inner strength and endurance necessary to persevere. Every time you rise after falling, you become stronger, wiser, and more equipped for the challenges ahead. Failure is not meant to break you, it is meant to build you. Failure also has a way of revealing what truly matters. Sometimes we pursue goals or dreams that are not aligned with our true purpose, and failure becomes a way of redirecting us back to the path we are meant to walk. It teaches us to let go of things that don't serve our higher calling and refocus on what God has truly placed in our hearts. In this way, failure becomes a gift, a way of refining our vision and sharpening our focus on what is most important. You must also remember that failure is a shared experience. Everyone, no matter how successful they are, has faced failure at some point in their journey. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is not the absence of failure, but how they respond to it. The successful understand that failure is not something to be feared, but something to be embraced. They see failure as a teacher, guiding them toward greater wisdom and insight. Each failure becomes a lesson that propels them closer to their goals. Every failure carries within it the seeds of future success. It's in your failures that you discover what doesn't work, And in doing so, you move closer to discovering what does. The lessons you learn from failure become the foundation for the success you will build in the future. Just as a seed must be buried in the ground before it grows, failure often feels like a setback, but it's really the start of something new. When you learn to see failure this way, you will no longer fear it, you will welcome it as a necessary part of your journey to success. Failure is a part of life, but it is not your destination. It is a process, a tool for growth, and a stepping stone toward the fulfillment of your purpose. God uses failure to mold you, to prepare you, and to propel you toward the success He has already planned for you. It is not the failure itself that defines you, but how you respond to it. Embrace the lessons hidden in every setback, and you will find that failure is not the opposite of success. It is a critical part of the path that leads to it. Next key is serve others with your gifts. True success is not measured by what you achieve for yourself, but by the impact you make in the lives of others through your God-given gifts. In a world that often equates success with personal accolades, wealth, or status, it's essential to understand that real greatness is found in selfless service. The gifts and talents that God has placed within you are not solely for your benefit, they are meant to be shared with the world. When you serve others with your gifts, you fulfill your purpose and contribute to the greater good, creating a ripple effect that can transform lives. Every individual is endowed with unique gifts and abilities, divinely designed to fulfill a specific purpose in the world. These gifts are not merely tools for personal achievement, but are meant to be instruments of service. God calls us to use our gifts to bless others, to uplift, encourage, and empower those around us. When you serve others, you step into your true identity as a vessel of God's love and grace. This service becomes a powerful expression of your faith, showcasing how God works through you to make a difference in the lives of others. Serving others does not mean diminishing your own success or neglecting your goals. On the contrary, when you focus on serving, you create an environment where both you and those you serve can thrive. The success that is rooted in service is sustainable and fulfilling. It is built on relationships and the mutual exchange of love and support. This principle is exemplified in the life of Jesus, who came not to be served but to serve. He used His gifts to heal, teach, and uplift those in need. His legacy of service is a powerful reminder that greatness is found in humility and the willingness to put others first. When you serve others, you also unlock the true potential of your gifts. Gifts, when kept to oneself, can wither and become stagnant. But when shared, they flourish and multiply. Think about the impact of your gifts on those around you. Whether you have the gift of teaching, encouragement, leadership, or creativity, using these gifts to serve others allows them to flourish as well. It creates an environment of collaboration and growth, where everyone benefits from each other's strengths. In this way, your gifts become a blessing that extends far beyond your immediate sphere of influence. Moreover, serving others creates a sense of community and connection. In a world that often feels fragmented and disconnected, serving others brings people together. It builds bridges and fosters understanding, creating a sense of belonging and purpose. When you serve, you demonstrate the value of community and remind others of the importance of lifting each other up. This collective effort not only enriches lives but also inspires others to discover and use their gifts for the greater good. True success is a legacy of service. The greatest achievements are those that leave a lasting impact on others. When you serve others with your gifts, you create a ripple effect that inspires them to serve in return, perpetuating a cycle of giving that transforms lives. Each act of service, no matter how small, has the potential to change someone's life. The joy and fulfillment that come from serving others far outweigh any accolades or material success you may attain. As you navigate your journey, remember that your gifts are not solely for your benefit. They are a divine trust meant to be shared and utilized for the betterment of humanity. By serving others, you embody the essence of true success, demonstrating that life is more meaningful when lived for the benefit of others. As you step into this mindset of service, you will find that the more you give, the more you receive, often in ways that exceed your expectations. Your life becomes a testament to the power of selfless service, and you inspire others to discover their own gifts and use them for the common good. And the last key is align yourself with God's will. Success without spiritual alignment is temporary. When you walk in God's purpose, you achieve lasting success that honors Him. In a world that often measures success by material wealth, status, or accomplishments, it is crucial to recognize that true success is rooted in our relationship with God. When your life aligns with God's will, you tap into a source of power and wisdom that transcends the limitations of this world. This alignment is not merely an option, it is a necessity for anyone who desires to experience genuine, lasting success. God's will for your life is a blueprint that has been intricately designed with purpose and intention. Each one of us has been created with a unique destiny, and understanding this divine purpose is essential for achieving success that matters. When you align yourself with God's will, you open yourself to His guidance and direction. It's about surrendering your plans and ambitions to Him, seeking His face in every decision, and allowing His Spirit to lead you. This is not an act of weakness, rather, it is an act of profound strength and wisdom. You are acknowledging that God's understanding far exceeds your own, and that His plans are ultimately for your good. Walking in God's purpose means trusting in His timing and His methods. Too often we are tempted to pursue success on our terms, measuring our progress against societal standards rather than divine principles. This can lead to frustration and disillusionment when our efforts do not yield the desired results. However, when you align your goals with God's will, you cultivate patience and perseverance. You begin to see that delays and detours are not setbacks, but rather opportunities for growth and preparation. God is always working behind the scenes, orchestrating events and circumstances that align with His perfect timing. Moreover, spiritual alignment provides a foundation of integrity. When you pursue success without considering God's will, it can be easy to compromise your values, cut corners, or seek shortcuts. But when you are aligned with God, your decisions reflect His character. You become a person of integrity, honesty, and transparency. Your success is built on a solid foundation of trust and respect, not only with God but also with those around you. This integrity ensures that your success is sustainable and meaningful, as it honors God and impacts the lives of others. Aligning yourself with God's will also empowers you to overcome obstacles and challenges. Life is filled with trials, and the pursuit of success is often fraught with difficulties. However, when you are rooted in God's purpose, you can face these challenges with confidence. You understand that every setback is a setup for a comeback. Your faith in God allows you to rise above the circumstances, knowing that He is with you and that He will equip you with the strength and wisdom to navigate any situation. True success aligned with God's will also fosters a spirit of gratitude. When you recognize that your achievements are a result of God's grace and provision, you cultivate a heart of thankfulness. This gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have, enabling you to celebrate every victory, no matter how small. You begin to see success not as a destination, but as a journey filled with lessons, experiences, and opportunities to grow closer to God. In this alignment, you also become a beacon of hope and inspiration to others. Your life becomes a testimony of what it means to walk in God's purpose. As you navigate your journey, you reflect His love, grace, and power to those around you. Your success becomes a platform for ministry, where you can share the goodness of God and encourage others to pursue their own purpose in Him. Aligning yourself with God's will leads to a success that is not only fulfilling but also eternal. This kind of success honors God, impacts others, and resonates throughout eternity. It's a legacy that transcends material accomplishments and touches the very heart of God's plan for humanity. When you walk in alignment with God's purpose, you experience a profound sense of peace, joy, and fulfillment that no earthly achievement can replicate. This is the success that truly matters, the success that brings glory to God and reflects His love and grace to the world. In conclusion, success is not merely about personal achievements, but about fulfilling your divine purpose and serving others. By discovering your purpose, developing a clear vision, embracing discipline, and aligning yourself with God's will, you can achieve lasting success that honors Him. Remember to cultivate excellence, Manage your time wisely, build meaningful relationships, and learn from failures as you serve others with your unique gifts. May you be blessed abundantly as you apply these life-changing principles. Thank you for joining me on this journey toward true success. May you walk confidently in your purpose and continue to shine as a beacon of hope and inspiration to those around you. God bless you all.